Oh yeah, no, that's cool. That's closet door, by the way.
warm towel.
Oh, that's nice. Weird places to put a barber shop in what seems to be your bedroom, but it's nice either way. It's a beautiful room. Don't get me wrong. Even if it is decorated a little sparse.
Alright, great. Now let's get your hair wet.
Of course. Man, you would not believe the time I've had getting here. It was just crazy. So,
Cold.
oh, don't worry, that's fine. But you see, I was driving down the road, right? And I was driving down, and the light's green. You know, I'm free to cross. So I start driving across the intersection.
Top of your hair.
Go ahead. So I'm driving across the intersection, right? And this other guy, like a Ford pickup truck, just starts barreling it through, and I'm like, holy crap! So I like put, it's like just full press on the yeah, thanks. Full press on the brakes, and I'm screeching to a halt, and I'm like, holy crap! I'm panicking because I have my cat in the car, right? And I don't want my cat to get hurt. Oh, that. Believe me, that would suck. Oh man, I love my cat. Anyway, I've come to a screeching halt, and this guy just keeps barreling out down the road. So I'm like, oh no way. So oh, all right. So sorry, but so I pull out.
Stop.
Oh, okay. Just I would like the backs to be kind of shaved.
Really nice. Do you mind if I touch it?
Go ahead, but I would like to be the back kind of shaved and the top shaved and then just shave the whole head. But let me continue my story. So I like just start. I put it in drive and just start barreling down the road.
Feel how strong your scalp is.
That's fine. Just please, yeah, fine. Just please don't interrupt me again. So I'm driving down the road towards this guy, right? I'm trying to catch up to him because he almost made me hurt my cat, and no one does that to me. So I'm barreling it down the road. I'm kicking it up into full gear. I'm going, and then all of a sudden, this random white sedan pulls out in front of me, coming out of like a McDonald's or Arby's or whatever, and I'm like, holy crap! So I do what any sane person would and grab my cat and jump out the car, right? Because I don't want to kill myself in a sedan crash, so I figured it's probably safer to jump out of the moving vehicle. So I jump out and I start rolling in the road. No, I I did ask you not to interrupt me, so please don't do it again.
Brush your hair with this. They make
That's
hairbrushes very compact nowadays.
yeah, that's whatever. Anyway, I'm driving down the road, jump out the car, right? And I jump out the car, rolling. I'm rolling, and the sedan, can you believe it, almost hits my face. Thank God I kept my cat lower down, otherwise he could have been obliterated. But oh my God, I almost died, and more importantly, my cat almost died. Oh, that would have sucked. Whew. Anyway, I get back up and I'm angry at this person who's driving. I look at it, and of course, it's a dog. I mean, oh my God, can you believe it's a dog? Of all the people for me to run into, a dog, and I got a cat. Anyway, I pull the dog out, throw it across the street, and get in that sedan and start barreling it down the road again. But at this point, I've lost the Ford. I don't know where it went. So I use my intuition, right? And I drive through a person's house. Not there. Surprised me, actually. And I realized I was going to be late to my little appointment here with you to get my haircut. So I decided, alright. I'm going to have to call the police. I know how you feel about that. Because trust me, I feel the same way. Bad idea. Police just escalate things to an extreme. I don't want to get involved in that, but I do it. And apparently, the guy gets found, and whatever happens. So I come here, and I'm about to park, in the parking lot that you weirdly have outside your house. And then another Ford crashes right through my new sedan that I just bought. I just bought this sedan, this white sedan. I just bought it. Comes crashing right through, hits the front of the sedan, and I'm like, oh my God, because it's a new sedan, right? And I'm gonna need you to stop interrupting me if you don't mind. Anyway, hits the sedan, and I get out, and I'm screaming at this guy. I'm like, what do you think you're doing? My new car, oh my God. I'm freaking out on him, and this guy gets out of the car, and I realize he's 7'3" and a bodybuilder, and I'm like, oh no, because I'm I'm a 5'8" guy, non-bodybuilder, and I'm sitting there like, oh crap, because who messes with a 7'3" bodybuilder? No one messes with a 7'3" bodybuilder. And can you believe it? It got worse because he pulled out a shotgun. Don't know where he got that. He was like 10 feet away from the car, and it seemed like he pulled it out of nowhere. But whatever. And he starts aiming at me. I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry. And that's when the police come barreling down the road. Turns out this Ford is the same Ford that crashed it through the intersection there. And I'm like, oh my god. The police have his guns aimed right at him because apparently he's murdered 14 people. Didn't know about that. I mean, duh, he's a 7'3" bodybuilder. Of course he's murdered 13 people. 14, excuse me. But I'm sitting there like, oh crap. And all of a sudden the police, they're yelling at me to get out of the way. And I'm sitting here thinking, you can't talk to me that way. Now who do you think you are? So I'm yelling at the police like, I'm sorry, this is a free country. We live in America. I got so mad. And I pulled out my Glock and started firing at the cops. And can you believe it? They fired back. Now who do they think they are? Firing their guns at an innocent man. Anyway. Pulled up. An ambulance pulled up because I got shot like 30 times. They all had AKs. I had a pistol. What was I gonna do? But an ambulance pulled up, got me into the stretcher, took me away, and I had to serve 13-year sentence at prison. And that's why I was so late getting here. So I'm really sorry about that. Anyway, how much is it gonna cost me?